So, these days I'm just all about learning to live loved. I'm on a journey figuring out what it means to really be someone who is loved by God. There's so much peace and freedom in accepting that truth. One of the ways we can receive that truth is through Bible study, which is ironic because even though I grew up in church, I avoided the Bible for a long time. I didn't like people telling me I had to read it or I needed to read it. I didn't like them putting parameters on my relationship with God. And then I was embarrassed that I didn't know it better. And I thought, if I show up at Bible study with all of these people who have been reading the Bible the whole time, something will come up that I should know and I'll be embarrassed that I don't know it. And then I was afraid. What if I don't understand it? Or what if I read something that I don't like, or something about God that I can't handle? What if I don't connect with the people and the places? It turns out, though, that I'm not the only one. Lots of people in churches today have just dismissed the text instead of engaging it. It was actually the idea of story that brought me back to the Bible and made me curious about what it really said. And then when I got started, I realized that what I did know about the Bible, I had picked up sermon point by sermon point, or Sunday school lesson by Sunday school lesson. I didn't understand how it all fit together, and that did make it harder. So actually, I created an overview of the whole Bible, and that has now become Bible 100. My goal is to help people get over that hump and just see that the Bible can be manageable and meaningful. It turns out that my training as a lawyer is pretty handy when it comes to this, because as a litigator, you have to be able to take big volumes of information and synthesize that down into a story that can be told and understood. And that's what I want to help people do with the Bible. And then meaningful. I find the Bible meaningful because I've learned so much about God from reading it, but I've also learned a lot about myself. And Moses had his tent of meeting where he spent time with God, and that's really what Bible study is for me. Bible reading and Bible study, that's my time with God. And that's the experience I want to invite people to step into. I would love to do that for your group. I've spoken to big groups and small groups, from a few people to an auditorium of 1,000. If you'd like information on how I can work with you on your next event, please visit my website or send me an email, beth@demme.com. I'd love to spend time with you learning how to live loved.